All right, so what we're looking at is we're looking at the mobile app. As you can see here, the first screen that's going to come up are going to be our jobs and our list of jobs for today. We do have a calendar allowing us to go backwards and forwards to look at any jobs that we have on the schedule for today, yesterday, or any other day. We can click right there in the middle and go to the selected date that we're looking for. We even have our pinpoint over to the right that can show us our driving locations listed out for us using Google Maps. So you'll see here, once it loads up, it'll load up all our locations, and then it'll give us somewhat of a trip history, or at least the trip for how long it's going to take for us to get from location to location. And then we can go ahead and get that started. Now, what we also see here is we have the on duty and off duty. So if you go ahead and hit on duty, what that does is that clocks you in at the time right now. If you need to go back and you forgot to clock in, you can scroll to 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever time you get started, and you can mark yourself on duty. Also, you can see here we have all of our jobs listed out for us that we're going to be working for today. We can also see who it's with, what point of contact. Is it the first job that we need to go to? Is it the AM, PM, anytime job, you name it. And these are going to be the suggested time that we're going to be showing up to the location. Now, we also have the description, a small description there. We can tap into this block to see what the larger description is, but we get a glimpse into what that is. We also can associate tags on each of these jobs, and I can show you how to do that. Right below that, you see we have purchase orders and parts that we can add to this job prior to us going deep into the job. So all we need to do is click that spot. Now we can add a purchase order. It's as simple as searching for the vendor, selecting the vendor, hitting next, and then filling out the purchase order information, as well as being able to attach the receipt if necessary. Okay. All right. So we also have the ability to add parts. So if we go in and we hit add part, you can see here we can find parts within our inventory, or we can add a non-inventory part as well, solely up to you all based off of that process. And then bottom right of the card here, you can see here that we have contracts, so we can check and see what contract they have. Is it active? Is it not active? Can we create another additional contract or mock contract that they can see? We can do all of that by selecting a plan that we already have in place and then hitting next, and then filling out the contract details and getting that over to the customer, as well as being able to associate the pricing. So I can choose a start date here. Let's go next, and then we can go ahead and show them what the pricing is going to be. Now, you all can make adjustments to the pricing on what these plans are going to cost, and if the permissions are to allow the technicians to drive these contracts out there in the field, they definitely can do that. Once they have the contract completed, they now have the ability to capture a signature or to at least email this out to the customer. So they hit the email, plug in the email information here, and it will include that in the contract. So we can email this to ourselves, or we can email this once again to our customer, and we can also include some language in there if necessary. All right. Now, outside of the contract, we can see here at the top of the card, we have the phone icon, which is going to allow us to call the customer that is there. We also have the pinpoint, which is also going to take us back over to Google Maps to give us the location of this job site.